on a fifth, looking in the sky like this is where I love to live. This is all I know, yeah, this is all I know. Money, trees, and women never look so good. Hey yo, it's paradise bliss, sipping on a fifth, looking in the sky like this is where I love to live. This is all I know, yeah, this is all I know. Money, trees, and women never look so good. Sunny days and cool tats, K.I. Double D, she got me in that boot trap. So bring it back down for the moon one time. I'm breaking out of my cocoon time. Hakuna Matata, find a symbol with Nalagata. Leaving the manana with my bags packed and my dreams roll. But what happens when it all falls and everything you need's gone? Tokyo dripping in paradise. Will I poke my dick in a paradise? I'm wondering, what's Paris like while I parasailing euphoria with the old girl Victoria? She could keep that secret. You could see the sun is seeping through my weekend till my weekends. My weakness is sleeping. I wanna sit back and Mackinac. My best friend when it's sunny, being bummy, scummy. The girl from the arcade wanna fuck me, then she fuck me, claim she love me, playing asteroids on her tummy. Could you wake me up to a junkie snow bunny calling me honey? Sunny D is my fucking drink in the morning, so let me hit it while I'm recording along with a substance to put me up. Hey yo, it's paradise splits, sipping on a fifth, looking in the sky like this is where I love to live. This is all I know, yeah, this is all I know. Money, trees, and women never look so good. Hey yo, it's paradise bliss, sipping on a fifth, looking in the sky like this is where I love to live. This is all I know, yeah, this is all I know. Money, trees, and women never look so good.
She was cool as hell on a hot July. Oh my, fell smack in the middle with a drug called love. So high, man, I was glad to meet this lady. You know why? It's like finding that last piece that makes the puzzle so right. Now the picture is perfect. It's a vision of love. All the time it was worth it. Look at what it's become. She's good times on a sour day. She like riding that thing from the back and she keep one rolling, I'm mad. And she'll never overreact, I swear. But Jesus rolling my paradise. Hitting 11 on the come out. I just landed on paradise. I just hope it don't run out. I just pray that one day this feeling I'm feeling I can touch everybody. This love's enough to love everybody. Cause everybody needs a caring body, yes y'all. Trees rolling, Henny chillin'. Bay in a favorite two-piece. Me caught up in a soul. This heart for the stone gave love a new home when I set aside fear. I swear I'm done with this life I've known. Tell me where I'm gonna go when I got my paradise.
Paradise splits, sipping on a fifth, looking in the sky like this is where I love to live. This is all I know, yeah, this is all I know. Money, trees, and women never look so good. Hey yo, this paradise splits, sipping on a fifth, looking in the sky like this is where I love to live. This is all I know, yeah, this is all I know. Money, trees, and women never look so good.
Warning. Shit is about to get real.
Oh yeah, the CADPAD.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the trashiest channel on the net. My name's Catman2013, and this is DatKidKhoury. Say what's up.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
So, as you saw, he was doing the Q-tip. That's his signature move, and he's very good at it. But this guy right here, he's been a friend for a long time. We've known each other since, what, middle school?
Yep, I believe 7th grade.
Yeah, so I think we were in homeroom 7th grade, right?
Yeah, who was our teacher?
I know Caruso.
Miss Caruso?
Yeah, that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
No, that was 8th grade.
Oh, that was 8th grade. Who was 7th? It doesn't fucking matter. We knew each other. That's all that matters.
All I remember is she used to say bag like bag.
And
she used to say
bagel? She go
Tuesday.
Bagel. Bagel. I hated it. But nonetheless, we've known each other for a long time. He's been a good friend. for a while, and it's we're glad to have him on the show here today. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. I'm happy to be here. You know, I'm glad to be part of the Super Trash Gamers channel. You know.
Are you nervous?
No, not really.
There we go. That's everyone's always nervous. So I'm glad to hear that. I don't know. They just hate talking, I guess, in front of people. Vlad says no mobile data. I got the plan just for calls. Yeah, no problem, Vlad. Hopefully you could catch it afterwards when you're done shopping. Not a problem. 7th grade, impressive. How long y'all been sticking around? Well, I'm 25 now. You're 25, right? You're 24.
I turned 25 in like 3 months.
3 months. So, how the fuck old were we in 7th grade?
Oh, jeez.
12? 11?
Maybe 13, 12, 13, something like that.
Yeah, so, I mean,
Oh, Jesus.
good 13 years. Good 13,
Yeah, man,
14 years.
time.
But it's been a while, so that's that's definitely impressive. Pretty much all the people that are integrated within this channel I've known for that long, so it's really not any newcomers that you see coming around here.
Which makes it a lot less nerve-wracking.
Yes, I agree with that. Let's get into the topic today, guys. Bone Daddy, which is Rolly, says Anthony with hard eyes, so that's for you.
Thanks, Rolly.
Topic today: Battle of Next Gen, and which is definitely a war that will never be settled. It'll always be a war, and there's never going to admit defeat either side. It's always mine's better, yours is better, mine's bigger, yours is bigger. That's just how it is. So we brought him here today to talk about that, and we're going to ask him some questions. Starting off with, and we already covered how we met and how we know each other. But which console did you start gaming on?
Oh, man. I remember way back. Now, we're going a long time. When I was really young, my dad had the ColecoVision. I don't even know if a lot of people know what that is now. Do you know what I mean? It had a little joystick for a controller and like 1 or 2 buttons on the side, and it was probably the most fun thing I've ever played in my life. And then, PS1 came along. So.
So you were a PS1 guy.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been PlayStation since the beginning, and I will continue to go that way.
See, that's why he's here. I PlayStation 1 from the very first day. Actually, my first console was like Sega, but PlayStation 1,
yeah,
for sure, was like the best thing. Like, you can't get any better than PlayStation 1, except for PlayStation 2.
That was
which
a turning
a lot
point for me.
So PlayStation.
Yeah.
PlayStation guys here today. We're both kind of the same. But what's your favorite console to play on of all time?
Of all time? People might make fun of me, but probably the Nintendo 64, just because of the games that it had and the controller itself being so weird and obnoxious to hold. So.
Well, you might like retro series we got on the Upload channel. War Eagle has been playing Donkey Kong Country and some wrestling side series, so you might like that if you want to check that out at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
And he does a good job. So if that's definitely your favorite, if Nintendo's like you're a Nintendo guy, that's retro series is you all the way.
Yeah, I love retro games, honestly. A lot more than some of the newer stuff. I mean, the newer games are obviously more fun to play sometimes, but the graphics, you can't beat them.
Sometimes
old school games,
you can't. I mean, sometimes no problem. Sometimes I just sit there and watch like War Eagle's uploads for the retro series over and over, because it's just something about just being able to chill and watch like a side scroller. And it's just like you picture yourself like on a rainy day and you're just chilling, like watching, and it's just like so relaxing, you know?
Yeah. Plus, it's like I feel like games were a lot simpler for the time back then. You know what I mean? They're not so intricate and like crazy and have 1,000,001 things to do in the beginning. You know what I mean?
It's like sometimes he's like doing a level, and I get like fucking like excited or nervous. I'm like, oh no, don't jump. So yeah, I mean,
that's me with any Mario game.
Vlad says PlayStation is always a superior format. both due to exclusives and overall ability. And he also says the 64 was dope. I approve the immense nostalgia.
Nice.
If he, so
Well,
Vlad's one of the he's one of the loyal viewers we have. Since we started the Super Trash Gamers Live, he's been here almost every stream. So Vlad will always be here to talk to you. That's all the chat. Let's move on to the next question here. When it comes to the battle of consoles, why do you think people argue so much instead of playing what they want and just being happy?
Well, personally, I think it goes back as far as, middle school or even elementary school, because it's got a lot to do with your friends, and the people you're around. Because when we were in middle school, I used to hear everything about Gears of War and this and that because, it was new. It was on Xbox. But I never got to play any of that, but I wanted an Xbox solely for the fact that I could play with my friends. And I think that as people get older, and they start playing just one console more and more, and like their friends have that console and so on, it takes like more of a dominance feeling over like another system. And that's why people become so diehard on one side or the other. If that makes sense.
No, I agree. For me, it's kind of like being brought up and how you're brought up, because like with me, my cousins were always around, big Italian family, were always Sunday dinner. They always bring PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and those are like on school days. Those are what I look forward to. Like, holy shit, I get to go on Sunday and watch them or play fucking GTA with them. That's crazy. Like, GTA is crazy. Like, oh, I get to go watch them like be Kane versus the Undertaker and like SmackDown, like Know Your Role, like 2001, like and it's just like that's what like I was always looking forward to. So that's what I always wanted to play as well. And Xbox to me was just like like why are you here type thing. Like all I know is PlayStation, and like and also the name too. Like for me, the PlayStation, that's just like, that sounds like some futuristic shit. Like, oh, I have a PlayStation, like this is a fucking like this is a crazy futuristic box, and the Xbox, like Xbox, like come on,
Yikes.
But it's just like, and I don't know if anyone here is Drake and Josh fans, but when he got the Game Sphere, that was like I want a fucking Game Sphere.
Dude, I never wanted anything more than a Game Sphere when that episode came out, because they were like, oh my god, they were losing their minds fighting over it. But you know what though? It's almost like if you grow up in a household with siblings, whenever you get a new system, it's just like that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to turn. No, I want to turn. You know what I mean? It's just nonstop arguing, going at it until whoever gets a controller. You know what I mean?
To me, the Game Sphere is the PlayStation, and that's like what I always wanted. And then being able to get one myself, PlayStation 3, where that's where I first online gamed ever, like Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, like those hooked me so much. And then now with the PlayStation 4 and 5, like I'm just hooked, and I will never switch to Xbox, and it's just because of how I brought up, how I was brought up, how I saw it, and most of my friends would always get PlayStation, like you said.
Exactly. That's what I was meaning back before. You know what I mean? Because like if all your friends have an Xbox, you're not going to just go get a PlayStation just to get a PlayStation. You know what I mean? You're going to go get an Xbox because that's what your friends have.
And I think with our generation, it's more heavily favored, or at least at the beginning, heavily favored PlayStation, because Xbox was like a new up and coming thing, so everyone always had a PlayStation. But then you had the people that made the decision to switch to Xbox, and then the loyal people for PlayStation stay behind, and that's where that war comes in.
Exactly, yeah. But I don't understand how people get so diehard, like, screw Xbox or screw PlayStation, and they get all crazy with it. Like, nah, man, you really should just enjoy what
you
enjoy what you play.
Yeah,
personally, I mean, PlayStation will always be better.
I don't give a shit if you play Xbox, because I just think you're trash. And now with cross-platform, I'm gonna prove that shit to you, bro.
Yo, don't even get me started. Call of Duty, let's go, man. That's the first real cross-platform game I've played, and it doesn't seem to have made a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm always going off, so I don't know if you Xbox bros have, like, some things you need to, like, work on, but, I mean, I don't really go negative too much, so you need to bring your game. That's all I'm saying. Vlad says, yeah, this console has this game, but not the other, really affects it, especially if you want a game with friends. But now most of the bests are shared, so that helps. Yeah, also, I mean, with the exclusives, that's not really a big part for me because I don't really play a lot of the exclusive games that come out. I'm more of just like an online player with like multiplayer games, so that's not really a factor for me where I'm like, oh, what? PlayStation's got God of War? Oh. Like, I'd be like, I don't give a shit. Give me the Call of Duty. I'm good. Even though it's a good game.
Personally, though, for me... Yeah, no, I got you. I mean, personally, it's always been a big deal for me, the exclusives, because, I mean, let's be honest. I love Gears of War. Gears of War is definitely a great series. It's one of my favorite series for gaming. I mean, I don't really play Xbox that much, but it's definitely one of Xbox's best series. But if they had more, for me personally, than just Gears, I might have switched to an Xbox. But PlayStation has the best exclusives, you know what I mean? From, they had Spyro back in the day, Crash, a whole bunch of others, but the classics are what kept me from the beginning. That and Ratchet and Clank too.
Oh, so. Dude, Crash Bandicoot is my shit, and I think the new Spider-Man for PS5 is exclusive, right?
Yeah, the new Spider-Man. Yep, it's PS5 exclusive, just like the PS4 one.
That's a big thing for everyone. It'd be like people are big Spider-Man fans, so like that is just like a major deal.
I am a huge Spider-Man fan, and I was waiting for the first one to come out for a long time, and then once they announced that this one's going to be about Miles Morales, I lost my mind. So it was awesome.
Yeah,
Very excited.
Sony's got like the hook on all like the good games, and you could tell that developers and investors are starting to get that too, because for like the longest time, Call of Duty was 30 days early for Xbox, and then all of a sudden, Black Ops 3 comes out. And it's for Sony, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is happening?" And it's just like, Sony's got some, whatever they're doing it right. Like they got some inside scoop, or people know that what they're about to put out is way better than what anything else is around.
Yeah, and Sony takes real advantage of that too. So, like, what was I thinking of? Oh, like in Call of Duty, I believe it was Sony. They got the hands on survival mode for like a year exclusive instead of Xbox, so Xbox can't even play it till like October or something this year.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. First of all, survival isn't as big as it was back in like MW3, but still a whole mode for a year, a fucking year, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like, who the fuck is running Xbox right now that you let that happen?
Like, you couldn't have paid somebody more money to be like, couldn't it be like a few months or maybe like a few weeks?
They were like, yeah, we don't need that shit.
Give it to them for a year. Nah.
That'd be like them being like, yeah, we don't need zombies. Fucking take it. We'll take zombies.
If they released a Call of Duty game that had zombies and they made it exclusive for a year, I guarantee you people would boycott it.
Yeah. That would be fucking hilarious. And it would be against Xbox too, which would be even better.
Yeah, exactly. But like you said before, though, with survival, it's not as big of a deal because, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've only played it a few times and it's okay. It's nothing crazy. But it doesn't seem like it's changed much.
Vlad says, though it's incredibly annoying that for a lot you've got to have a membership to hang out now. Yeah, I mean, PlayStation 3 was free for online, and I get what they're doing with the PlayStation Plus. Like, they need to make money somehow, and I don't think it's a huge price for PlayStation Plus because, one, I believe you could game share PlayStation Plus with a friend, and two. I mean, you get it for the year and you're good. I mean, it's just a $60 a year rental. Like, I mean, I don't see that being a big problem, but I could see where people were upset that they went from free to a paid membership, which is it just had to happen in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, they can only keep the servers running for certain games for so long, and just to be able to keep producing and producing at the rate that they're going, they got to make more money other than just on the games, So especially where they have sales all the time, they're not making as much on a lot of the games, or so on and so forth, you know what I mean? So they have to make money somewhere, and where it's only $60 a year, I mean, people are spending $60 on a game. It's like buying another game for the year.
Per game, yeah. So
I
mean, it's not really a big deal to me, at least.
Yeah, I mean, you get the perks of all PlayStation Plus members. You get 2 free games a month. You know what I mean? For $60, I mean, you're not going anywhere wrong with that.
Vlad says the new Spider-Man is going to be phenomenal. I played the last one and it was fantastic as hell.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
And then we get a lot of questions here, so I'm going to try and rapid fire these because I like to keep, like I said, I like to keep these around 45 minutes, but everyone who watches this knows I have trouble doing that. But my man's here needs to get to work soon, so we're going to try and do it.
Let's do it. Rapid fire.
All right. Why would you, DatKidKhoury, get a PS5?
Oh, man. Do I even have to say any more? We just talked about the Spider-Man game. That's more than enough reason for anybody to buy a PS5.
And anything about the system at all, the specs that you've seen that interest you?
The specs interest me. The SSD that they have is very interesting. I can't say I'm a big fan of the shape of the console, but I understand, for the airflow or however they're trying to make it work. As long as it doesn't sound like it's an airplane, I'll be happy.
See, yeah, the PS4 it's fucking loud as shit. But I am of the belief I don't give a fuck what it looks like as long as it runs good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a deal breaker what it looks like. I mean, it can be a triangle for all I care. But I just don't want it to be screaming at me while I'm playing a game because it's like, Wah! You know what I mean?
Here's how I put it. It's not, when you buy this shit, it's going right in your fucking house. And I feel like all these people who complain about the look think there's going to be like a 24-hour live feed on their system the whole fucking time where people are going to be like, why does it look like that? Why does it look like that? But here's the thing, idiots. You're all getting the same fucking console, you fucking dumb fucks.
For real.
It all looks the same.
So they come out with the PS5 Pro.
It all looks the fucking same, so who cares what it looks like?
For real.
It's like these kids
Listen, I mean, I like it better than the... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I like it better than the Xbox look because the Xbox is just...
Yeah, it's like a fucking refrigerator, bro.
My favorite is like I saw a meme and on the top of it looks like somebody put a trash bag inside it, so it looks like a wastebasket.
That's actually pretty funny, and that leads to the next question: why would you get an Xbox?
Why would I get an Xbox? I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's the only right answer. Next question. Vlad says, honestly, I don't see why people dislike the look. Sony's been after the whole futuristic theme for a while now, and I'd say the PS5 fits that a little bit. Yeah, I mean... Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
I honestly, I don't mind it. Like, I think it looks fine. Like, people are just like, I don't know, they care too much about their image and how their image looks. But that's what I bring back to, like, everyone has the same fucking thing. So, oh, my friends are going to make fun of me. What? Make fun of them. They got the same fucking box. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not a big fan of the shape. I think they could have went a little bit different way with it. I do see what they mean, though, about the more modern, futuristic kind of design to it. Because they definitely have that, but... it looks so weird. It's got like those two, kind of goes like that a little bit. That, It's kind of weird.
I like it. I think it looks sick.
I like the look of the controllers. I think the controllers look pretty cool, and I like the idea of the Dual Sense versus the Dual Shock. So we'll see how that plays out in the haptic feedback.
They're also bigger too, because a lot of people complain that with the PS4 controllers, they're too close together, which cause your hands to cramp. Which I've actually been saying as I'm gaming, like, my hands are fucking cramping, like, this hurts. And they made it, like, a little more rounded on the edge so that your hands are a little farther apart, which is, like, that's going to be, like, so comfortable, because right now, like, my hands do cramp.
Yeah, and I hear that a lot with PS4 controllers, especially like both my brothers play Xbox, and anytime one of them pick up one of my controllers, like, dude, how do you even play this? It's so small, and like, it's just not spaced out enough, or whatever. And I can agree with that, because if they had a bigger controller, which is what they're doing with the PS5, it would be a lot more comfortable. So, I mean, I personally haven't experienced cramping, but I have heard of it before, so.
Yeah, I've definitely experienced it lately. Just, I don't know what it is, but just the way I play, like, Warzone or something, it's like, it cramps the fuck out of my hands.
I mean, after a while, like, I'll feel my hands get a little tired, like, especially if you play for, like, more than a couple hours or something, just from your hands being so close together.
What do you think they will be able to do with games on next gen?
Well, I didn't actually think about that one too much. I mean, they'll be able to do a lot more. I'm hoping a lot more crossplay will happen, because crossplay is a big deal, and being able to play with everybody would be awesome. Hopefully they can do bigger, I don't want to say bigger battles on games, because I know some games have up to like 100, 150 people in a match, like Warzone or something like that, but imagine 100, 150 people on each team. That would be cool.
That would be fucking nuts. That would be like, I don't even know, bro. Like, that's wild. Like,
I'm hoping that they go bigger. You know what I mean?
Well, they reached 200 in Warzone, which means that even on consoles now, they can definitely reach that limit. Like, close to that limit. I mean, 100 versus 100, But with PS5 and the speed of it, they would definitely be able to do, like, 150 versus 150. And that'd be fucking nuts. Like, to be honest, I'd probably get fucking murked every time. Like, I don't even know, like, imagine just, like, going off in that mode. Like, you can't. There's too many people. Everyone's gonna get fucked up.
But like, imagine like a different style of games to like a first-person shooter. But imagine they did like maybe like a medieval warfare kind of game, or like an old like samurai game, like kind of like what they did with Ghost of Tsushima. But imagine all of them were players versus just like CPs. You know what I mean?
I would like to see like an online PvP mode for Dynasty Warriors. That game was lit. When Sean used to make me play that
would be cool.
Like, that'd be just fucking sick. And that, like you said, the Ghost of Tsushima, that would like, kind of fit that category. Like, that would just be fucking crazy.
Yeah, because I feel like most games, they always do something like that with like first-person shooters, because Battlefield has a lot of big battles too, just like Call of Duty, but you don't see many games that branch off from that and do something as big. You know what I mean?
Tim says that would be all luck, but that would be badass. Yeah, I agree. And I'm thinking, like, if companies want to stick to the Battle Royale theme, it seems like it's just one of the things now, like FPS games were in the early 2000s, or FPS and like Call of Duty and shit like that. If they're gonna stick with Battle Royale, why not make it like teams of like maybe 10 like teams of 10, like you're just like a big Battle Royale, like that'd be fucking nuts, bro. Like, how nuts would it be, like, you have a team, like, just a team of 10 or, like, 15 and, like, against a bunch of other teams of 10 or 15. Like, how fucking crazy would those battles be?
They would be pretty crazy, especially if they condense the maps, too, to maybe not be as big as some of them, because this way everybody is a little bit closer. It would be insane. It would be, like, absolute craziness at any point.
I couldn't even imagine, like, it would just, my mind would just be, like, all over the fucking place. I'd be like, what the fuck do I do?
Like, having one of those battles and, like on the map, and then, like, with the circle, just a circle, part of the map, not even the whole map, just, like, a small part, and just everybody's in it.
And then they give you, it's, like, real battle, too. Like, you have, like, you can, like, assign people to be, like, artillery, and they, like, chill back, and, like, and then you have, like, your frontline fighter. Like, I honestly think that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, if people had different jobs versus everybody just rushing in and shooting at whoever they can, you know?
Now, if you could make a next-gen console, what would you name it, first of all, and what would it look like, and how would it work?
I would call it the Waffle Maker, and...
What?
Yeah, the Waffle Maker. So the controller would be the shape of a waffle, and you would bring back the joystick and the button idea, like an old retro console, but have obviously, you know, current gen graphics and be able to make waffles underneath on the bottom.
I just got an idea for that. What if the games were like discs, and when you put the disc in, you close it like a waffle maker, and you like you close it down on it. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. Where you're like, oh, let me put this game in, and then you just fucking close it down, and you like, it has to cook.
Close down, yeah.
It has to cook.
Dude, I saw this thing. It was a joke though. It was KFC making a console, I guess, and it had a air fryer underneath to make chicken.
Yo, that'd be lit.
Yeah, so I kind of used that concept. I was like, you know what? Imagine waffles, because a lot of people wake up in the morning, the first thing they do is game, so why not have breakfast while you game?
So it had like layers, so when you close it on the disc causes energy in the system and then cooks the waffles below.
Exactly, and have the disc the same shape as the waffle.
Yes. Dude, Waffle Maker 2021, let's go.
Dude, you know it. Let's do it. We'll design it and we'll just produce it. Call it a day.
If you had to make a console to compete with, I already did that. Why did I put the two same questions? Oh no, I kind of worded the question I just asked wrong, but I asked the next question by accident, which is actually crazy. But give me how you would design these two next-gen consoles, PS5 and Xbox.
Wow, okay, Xbox, they definitely could have went a different way than the actual... I mean, I get it, you know, it's the Xbox, but they definitely could have done something cool where they made it like the shape of an X versus just a box, because they haven't done that yet. So I think something like that would have been kind of cool. Or, you know, they could have they kept the box idea, and I think they could have made it a little bit slimmer versus, you know, how big they made it. But.
I think.
And then for PlayStation,
sorry to cut you off. I think an X, like infused within like a square, would have looked sick for that.
Yeah, something like that. You know, it'd be awesome. So, but I think they just, you know, basic, just box. I mean, I guess that's what they want. So, but PlayStation. I think PlayStation should have kind of kept what they were doing before, where they weren't making them like crazy off from what they were before, because like you had like the PS1, then the PS2, and then the PS3 kind of resembled the PS2, but obviously was, you know, different. And then PS4 changed everything, but they could have kept it like the same, like I don't want to say, I guess, a casual upgrade for it, but they could have just kept it a little bit more square and not had those weird things at the top. So the only part that bothers me really about that.
So you're not a collar guy. You don't like to pop the collar.
Well, you know, when you go out, you know, you can pop the collar sometimes. But...
That's all they're doing. They're popping the collar, baby.
Yeah, you know.
Tim says...
Nobody's gonna see it but me, though.
Tim says it looks like a router. Yeah, I mean, but like Xfinity ain't sent me cool routers looking like that, so I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I've heard that too, and like I've never seen a router like that. I mean, I've seen routers that are like really thin and like kind of cool looking, but nothing as cool as that, you know?
Yeah.
Like you don't have things on the top. I feel like that. I don't know. I mean, at least I haven't seen one like that.
It just looks unique. Let it be its own thing, okay, guys? Just let it be its own thing. I guarantee, like, maybe a couple months, maybe even a couple years into it, people are going to sit there and be like, you know what? This actually looks pretty sick. Like, that's always happens. Everyone trashed the PS4 when it came out. Like, oh, fucking slanted and shit. What the fuck?
Dude, I didn't mind it from the start, the design of the PS4. I don't know why people hated on it.
Yeah, it looked normal. Like,
Yeah.
they will,
At
dude.
least it's
It
still better.
could be. They could release a fucking like a cloud system console where it's off of like your like a fucking server, and it's not even a console itself. It's like they don't build anything, and people would be like, "I fucking hate this design." It's just nothing. It's just nothing.
Are you talking about the Google Stadia, which is just a controller, a little Fire Stick?
Yeah, I saw people trying to promote that, but I heard it's not that good.
I can't imagine it being that great. So.
Tim says, I'll send you a picture of mine. I got the new shit. I guess they got some new shit.
Please, I want to see that. I want to see your PS5 looking router.
I guess we could already guess this, but let the people know right now, which side are you on? Which console are you getting?
PlayStation all day.
What about the waffle maker?
Anybody that has Xbox, well, we got to make that first. I mean, if not, until then, you know what I mean? PlayStation 5. But once the waffle maker comes out, that'll be the system of choice.
Oh wait, he sent me the picture. Let me see. Oh shit. Oh, that's like the gigabyte thing. Well, I mean, the PlayStation doesn't really look like that. That looks more like the Xbox. I'm gonna send it to Anthony so he can see. I'll show you guys on the stream. That looks more like the Xbox than it does the PlayStation.
Oh, dude, I thought that was an Xbox.
That's what Tim said the PS5 looks like. Clearly, Tim couldn't do that game when you were like 3 where you put the shapes inside the hole. So,
Oh my god.
just kidding, Tim. Actually, you know what? Fuck you, Tim. You deserve it.
That's awesome.
Okay, so I said whichever you pick, which you pick PlayStation, what trash talk do you have to say to the other community right now? Let it be known. What do you got to say?
If you have an Xbox, buy a PlayStation.
That's all that's needed. That's it. That's all.
It. There's nothing else that needs to be said, man.
Also, you're trash.
Just do yourself a favor and go buy a PlayStation. But yeah, you're trash. So.
And I fuck you up in Call of Duty every night. All right, where we at? 37 minutes. We might actually get to the 45-minute mark this time. Now let's get to some of the viewer questions from the Discord. And we only had a couple, so we'll ask those and we'll ask the last question. And this is from Diamond Mac. Diamond's also a longtime viewer, so he's been here a lot. Diamond says,
What's up, Diamond?
why do you think the future of gaming... Oh, what do you think the future of gaming holds, like games and consoles?
Well, with the rate that they're going, honestly, I'm pretty sure they're going to focus more on like VR stuff. So I think after this console generation, it'll mostly be stuff like that, more, more like motion stuff, you know what I mean? Being able to interact with the games more and so on and so forth. I don't think so much like, the whole controller thing will cut it after this generation. So I think they're going to focus more towards, interactive stuff versus just,
agree. And then
So,
Vlad
yeah,
says...
that's where I think they're going to go with it.
Vlad says, building on the previous question, it's believed that due to the teaser of the PS5, the new consoles will eventually just become cheaper versions of PCs. But what are your thoughts? Will they hold their place in gaming like they have since the first days of gaming? Or will they fade away with the time like the old school consoles and brands? That's a good fucking question.
That is. I feel like that's kind of a tough question at the same time, though. Well, with the way everything's heading and how fast, they're developing new technologies, the next-gen console will probably be able to hold up for a while, but I don't think, there'll be anything like the new PCs coming out or, so on and so forth. I mean, they might be. They might be, but I personally think that they'll probably be more obsolete sooner than other consoles.
I think that, say the PlayStation will always be a thing. I don't think it'll ever fade out just because now And the reason the older consoles faded out was because people got better at gaming. So those types of consoles, their skill didn't match it. They were too good for that game at that point. So they needed something more. But now you got people that are really good at PC, and you got a lot of people that can't play PC and need to play console because the skills just don't match up. So there's a way for both categories to play, and that's why I think PlayStation, Xbox, other consoles will always have a way to sell and make money off that. I don't think they'll ever go away at this point.
Well, I mean, like, go away entirely, but I mean, like, say the PlayStation 4 has been around for what was it, like 8 years, something like that, 7, 8 years.
Yep.
So I think we'll see like a newer console probably sooner than 8 years, 9 years. I think that they'll probably move on to something a little bit more powerful within that time frame.
Yeah, I mean they got the technology to do it. They definitely have like the power to do it. And I think they might just be popping them out every maybe 6 years now or 5 years.
Yeah, kind of like what they did with the PS4 Pro. They made it a little bit more powerful than the original PS4, so maybe they'll come out with the PS5 Pro and then, the PS6. Something like that. But I think they're gonna consistently keep upgrading the systems as they go. Because like the base model won't be able to cut it for, as long as the newer ones.
And I know it's part of like the way like technology is, but I mean they released like the Pro version maybe like what, 5 years later than the original. You would think like, can't you guys at least look for something a little bit more powerful for the base model if you're just gonna upgrade it in a couple years? Like, you definitely have the technology, you're just choosing not to build it.
Oh, easily, yeah. I mean, but it's all marketing, man. They got to keep making their money off the one console for so long. Then they're like, hey, you know what? We're gonna give you an upgraded version, but it'll be the same thing, just stronger, and we'll make more money off of that. So it's all a game, man. That's how they keep getting you. Get you to come back for more.
It's like if I had a regular banana and like another regular banana painted gold, and I was like, guys, you really need to buy this banana. Like, this is a sick banana, so buy it now for $500. And they're like, okay, that's a sick banana. The whole time I already had the painted gold banana, and I was like, maybe a couple years later, guys, this one's way sicker. It's gold. So here, $600, and like we just figured this out how to build this. It's just like, fuck you. Exactly. And then
like with when they did the PS4 Slim, it's like,
oh my god,
what's the point of that? You know what I mean? Like, we don't need a slimmer console. We need a better console.
Yeah, like, what the fuck's the point? Like, already make it slim.
Yeah, like, I get it was a little bit smaller, but it was nothing to, go crying home about. Buy this one, it's so much better. Like, no, it's probably about this much thinner.
Yeah.
Tiny.
It just doesn't make sense, and they just try to make money.
That's it, man.
Last question here. And I asked this to everyone. What's next for Anthony, either on the channel here or in real life?
Oh, geez, that's like when they ask you in an interview, like, oh, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know, Life seems to take its toll on everybody. Well, currently, I mean, I've been selling cars at my family's dealership, so I'm just trying to keep that going. And, whatever the future holds, I'm trying to save up to buy a house, stuff like that. So just trying to make money moves, man.
You want to plug the company?
So. Huh?
You want to plug the company in case everyone's in the neighborhood?
Oh yeah, if y'all need a car, come see me, Plastow Water Group.
There we go, Plastow, New Hampshire, baby. And
he'll
get you a deal. I'm telling you, I've seen his deals, good deals.
Yeah, man. Newer inventory, better inventory, new stuff every week.
Shameless plug. Well, Anthony, thank you for being here today. It was a great episode. Finally reached the 45-minute limit that I've been trying to for 6 episodes. And and it really's been fun to catch up with you again. We're going to hang out soon. But, I'll give you this time to say what you want to the viewers and the channel.
All right, well, I want to thank you guys for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to come on the channel and do this cool podcast with you. And stay trashy.
Oh, look at that. Coming out with the line, baby. Coming out with the line. Yo, he just...
Hey, man, Super Trash Gamers. You got to like and subscribe.
We're going to have a new Catman over here in a second. It's going to be the DatKidKhoury pad. That's what it's going to be.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well,
Let's do it.
Thank you, Anthony, for being here. Pretty much at this point, we're going to do the outro. So let's see what we got coming up here. See what we got going on. Oh, I think we might be streaming Bigfoot later on with Sean. So I'm going to see what we're doing with that. But Bigfoot later on, maybe. We'll see. And then coming up on Tuesday, might be doing Days Gone again. Days Gone's a great game. Check it out. And then coming up after that, we're going to have some random PC streams, but all of it will be fun. Just thank you for coming out. And as always, stay trapped.